Hey there everyone, my name is Strifium and welcome to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. Of course, back to the streets of Monte Carlo for the MRL Club Division Racing. We hope you enjoy these highlights. Shenjay on pole position here in the Alfa Romeo. 108.476 was the pole time. Remco Van Putten lining up next to him there in second in the Red Bull. And it's the two Mercedes, 3 and 4 for Fraser and ZZ9 respectively, with Nigel in the Renault. Rounding off your top 5, Money there in 6th, Bido in 7th, Freeware in 8th, Mito in 9th, Domi in 10th, rounding off the top 10. Current grid, you have Remco Van Putten leading this race. Of course, if Shenjay does have control of his car, well, ideally he should just slow down in order to not get disqualified from this race, but I don't believe he is here with us at this time.
Yeah.
Alpha, wheel to wheel with Finn into the chicane, and who's going to get the better out of that exchange? Right now it looks like Finn's maintained that lead in 13th position, but Alpha on the inside, a little bit of contact there. Doesn't look like either of them took any damage. Tunnel, overtake in full swing. How's it going to go coming down into the chicane? We've seen how this could go before with Freeware. He gives Money a little bit of space on that inside. Money holding well right now, coming through in sector 2 on the outside. Very, very tough place to go wheel to wheel. Both drivers trying to give one another space, but not a place to see a lot of overtaking here. We'll see what happens, as this is a very intense battle right now. Freeware showing a lot of pace in that AlphaTauri.
But if he had made the move on the outside of turn 3, it would have been beautiful as they come up. He's looking for it again in that AlphaTauri. And in the inside into Casino, and that is contact between the two.
And that's a safety car.
Are flying. Interesting stuff, but that's caused a safety car.
It's away here, and it looks like there's already been an overtake. Jake on Tillman Sever, wheel to wheel, coming up the hill right now. They're still side by side, and that's the Haas out in front for the moment, and that's the Renault of Nigel having a look at these two. Meanwhile, Freeware also very close to the rear of Money, and we've seen these two do battle, and now Freeware ahead of the Alfa Romeo down into the hairpin. Side by side, Freeware stuck on the inside. There is the Alfa Romeo able to get through and by, and he is. Very nicely done there from Money on the switchback with the AlphaTauri. Meanwhile, Shenjay currently less than a second behind Alex Bido. And they're coming out of the tunnel right now, and it doesn't look like there's any volley for position in the front 5 at the moment. But what an exciting restart that was.
Tim and Sella and ZZ9 as well down into turn 1. ZZ9 now over 1.5 seconds clear of the pair behind him, but
Nigel on the inside of Jake into turn 1. He doesn't even cut the curbing, and it looks like he made it clear through in front of the Ferrari there, and he did into 7th position. What a very quick move there from the Renault. And right now it's Money on the rear of that Ferrari, and he's looking for position as well. Nigel coming out of the tunnel, wheel to wheel. That's going to be Tillman Sever on the inside. Nigel not quite able to get through there, and Tillman Sever holds 6th for now. Freeware has taken a 3-second time penalty after multiple warnings, and there's just this big train right now. Freeware though very tight to the rear of Money still, and he has been through this entire race. Meanwhile, up at the front, Remco Van Putten still in lead right now, but he's holding back Fraser, who's less than half a second away, and Alex Bido is in that mix as well. But Tillman Sever under threat right now. This could be it. This could be what we were waiting for. You see a little bit of a lift there from the Alfa Romeo, wanting to be patient, but a dive up the inside, and there's Tillman. Not able to do much there, as Money just with a straight shot down the inside, a very clean overtake, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done.
Meanwhile, up in the fight for P2, DRS again, this time Alex Bido, he's got a little bit more of a gap to Shenjay, allowing him to sort of go a little bit more aggressive on the Mercedes and up the inside through turn 1. He's made the move. Can Shenjay follow him through here? He's looking to try and make the move through turn 3. He's not going to have the run he needs. Now Alex Bido cleared from that damaged Mercedes. He's up into second, and he really needs to use this time to get away and separate himself, not from Fraser, but realistically Shenjay in the Alfa Romeo, who's on an identical strategy to him right now.
On to 4.4, and it's dropping. And right now Shenjay with a wheel-to-wheel look on Fraser through Rascas right now. They are locked up. Shenjay with a very, very risky move there. Fraser holding the inside, and that is what we like to see. It's tight, clean, risk-taking moves, but still, they come out of it, and they're able to carry on, and there's no safety cars deployed, and it's what we love to see, but still, Shenjay hunting him down outside of turn 1 now as they come up the hill, and this is where we saw it done earlier through a couple of moves attempted earlier, but Shenjay not able to do it. Now we have a VSC deployed, and as a result of, I believe that's Finn, who may have struggled there. Oh no, it's Freeware out of this race. Excuse me.
Don't know what happened to the Avatari down in the Nouvelle Chicane. The car's already disappeared.
Racing as well. Now it's Fraser Shenjay. See,
just getting past there.
You blink and you miss it, and there goes Fraser. He's decided to come in. It's time to get off those tires and get in for a fresh wing. We'll see what he gets onto here. Shenjay now into the podium positions. He started this race on pole.
Exactly, and we are seeing now Fraser up the inside of Tiemann Sever. Those fresh softs finally getting him up places. Up here as we've got a safety car.
Oh my god, and a safety car on lap 34 to boot.
Still waiting a little bit. There he goes. The Red Bull has unleashed this grid for a last couple of laps. And it's money. He's getting passed by Fraser, who's gone for a huge dive bomb into turn 1. That's not what you want to see. It's caused a huge stack of cars to just come running in the back. Whether he must have missed his braking point. Because that is a hugely unacceptable move.
To the penultimate turn, it's Remco, who is going to be crossing the line first here at the end of this one. In the Red Bull with the win is the Dutchman. Alex Biddle crosses second. Shenjay jumps him as a result of penalties. And what a race it was for Money, who has finished this race in 4th position.
Oh, and Tiemann Sever's retired from the race coming out of turn 12. He's had an issue, and he's retired after such a great race. He was 7 places up on his starting grid, and that's because Fraser, he's run into the back of him.
And that is the end of this race. So you have 5 finishers here in the front of this grid, and that's Remco Van Putten, Shenjay in 2nd, and Alex Biddle in 3rd, with Money in 4th, and ZZ9, the last driver to cross the line here on the current lap.